So, just to reiterate what my plan is, I'm returning to the game. I'll be on server 787, and we will see how this goes. So I'm starting today to see how much things have changed, better or worse, and the like. So, it is the newest server. And we want to be the usual leaf free. So we'll give this a go and see how it ends for us. So initially we skip. So right now we're just trying to rush through tutorial, as this is a very tedious and annoying portion of the game. But we'll have to decide early on, and by early I mean immediately, whether we want to go meta and try and use the best possible Pokemon we can for a free-to-play, pay-to-play, or whatever position we happen to pick, or if we're going to try and go off meta, try a different Pokemon. Because being a free-to-play player, it's hard to commit to multiple Pokemon and teams outside of your primary 6. So we're just getting through this stuff. This part's very easy. And it's not hard at all. So Marowak is a good starter Pokemon because he multi-hits, so that's nice. And right now, all we need to do is level up. And the fastest way for us to progress right now is to do as many of the quests in succession that we can until we hit a wall. It's very simple. The start at least. Becomes more complicated as the Pokemon you get are very RNG dependent. Unless you're spending money to buy specific Pokemon from events. So, get Caterpie. Obviously we don't care about Caterpie. Deploy 3 Pokemon. Now, until we get past the initial tutorial, nothing we do right now has any value. This is just the explanation as to the various game's functions. So, though we're receiving Pokemon and a handful of resources here and there, we do not want to invest or focus on them. So I won't be leveling up or evolving Squirtle, or Marowak, or Metapod. I'm going to be selectively targeting better Pokemon for my resources. Now, depending on how lucky or unlucky you are, this strategy, like any others, could backfire exponentially. One nice thing is, everyone gets free VIP 10, 2 million gold, and 6,666 diamonds. One thing we can check is if I bring up Discord, we can see if there are any current active codes. So I had my Discord closed when I started the video, so it doesn't chime, so hopefully I can do it before anyone chimes me. Pack redeem, and we're gonna go back a few and see which ones are expired. So we have Mayday. This one should have expired. It did. This one I think did as well. This one did. I don't think the next one has. But you can't be too sure. As a new player, you need to increase the total amount of opportunities you get, and they were all expired sadly, so we get no codes at the beginning, which is fine. So right now we collect all of our daily things. How far is it? We're at day 1. Very nice. Being on a new server, for day 1 of the server, we get these boxes for the first week. Out of these boxes, we can get a red Pokemon. This is our goal. We are targeting those reds hard. That's a yellow, an orange, which is free, but not of interest to us. Clickety-click, 7-day targets, we can focus on those later. We want to get that each day. We get 2 cat rolls, so some free more diamonds, which is all appreciated. So we get 682, and from this one we get 1431. So we want to try and make sure we claim everything possible each and every day. Missing things can be a huge negative for a free-to-play player. And I know I missed one. There it is. 1000 free diamonds each day. So if we're lucky, we will pull a red Pokemon. No, we did not. We got 1 red Pokemon, so we'll open these first. Leafeon, Omastar, Flareon. We can't use both because they're both evolutions. And red, we get Slacking. Slacking is a huge plus for us. That is an amazing start outside of the legendaries with extremely low drop rates you can get. And the reasoning behind this is one of his skills called Thrash. Deals damage to 4 enemy units, having a 50% chance of confusing them for 2 rounds. This will be our primary Pokemon for a while, and the only one who's getting any resources. We can use these because we have quests coming up that require them. So let's go through some quests and see how far we can progress. We have a lot to do, so very much. We can attempt auto clears and let it run. We're not finished the tutorial yet, so this thing will pop up for a little while longer. And right now we're just waiting until we hit a wall. Once we are unable to progress in the stage on our first attempt, we upgrade Slacking again, or whatever Pokemon we happen to have. If I didn't get Slacking, it would have been fine. I just would have gone full orange Pokemon with no issues. I just wouldn't have gone heavy on my resource allocation. Beyond level 35, maybe 40, oranges should be phased out when possible, because they become a resource sink, and it just becomes a waste at that point. So yeah, we're just going to patiently wait. It is a very slow process. Bum bum bum. But yeah, once he hits level 23 and he gets a multi-hit for 4 enemies, even if his damage is low, each of those hits has a 50% chance of confusing the enemy that it hit, which is incredible. So there are far better Pokemon that I could have gotten. I could have gotten a Jirachi, which is the best healer in the game. I could have gotten a Zygarde, which is an amazing Pokemon, one of the best damage dealers in the game. And there are other sort of Pokemon you can get as well, which is very nice. You can get Uxie, another great healer, far easier to upgrade than Jirachi, because to upgrade Pokemon past a certain point, you need to awaken them, and you awaken them with copies of that Pokemon. or having an awakening card of the same colour. So I would either need another Slacking or a red awake card since he's a red Pokemon. So it's quite a simple process. What's Pokemon Day? It's a rebate event. Now I do need to preface this at the start. On my old account I played about 5 or 6 months, something like that, and I ran out of stuff to do, and that's fine. But in that time I didn't spend any money. Now I'm not opposed to spending money on the game. How much? I don't know. A few dollars. But I doubt it would be very much. So we're going to slowly break down the various things in this game, because a lot of the ideas, thoughts, suggestions and tips are limited in their scope. So if we can come from a different angle or supply more information about a subject, then all the better. And as you can see, Slacking is pretty much one-shotting these guys. This is still the tutorial part, mind you, which is why I'm not focused on it. We just gotta wait it out. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Very nice damage coming out of Slacking. One negative or a positive, depending on how you look at it, is that Slacking is a normal Pokemon, so he doesn't deal reduced damage or take more damage from specific types. The first clear. Reward. Once we do that and we went through the tutorial bit, it stopped us auto clearing, so we have to go back. And we just keep pushing forward. But yes, I'm not sure what Pokemon I want to target or work toward. It's heavily dependent on what Pokemon I can get. Outside of spending money, the only way to target Pokemon in particular is the Pokemon shop and spending the various coupons you get, the Mighty, the Legendary and the Ultimate. But one thing we need to focus on is our diamonds. We need to not spend any. But what we are going to do is what I did in my last account. We're going to dominate the guilds, not in strength, but we're going to structure them in a way that we can level up faster. It doesn't need to be a lot faster, but faster nonetheless. But I'll start the guild later on. I think you need 50,000 diamonds to start the guild, which takes us about an hour to get. Because as we progress further, the stage and completion rewards, and a few others here and there, offer us a decent amount. Now, I left because the quest wanted me to go and do the arena, but I don't want to. Not at all. We're trying to expedite this process. And obviously, we nearly one-shot the current boss of this stage, so we don't need to upgrade. Not until Slacking starts dying. Then that's a different story. Then we unlock the nature function. So we have decreased physical attack. That's actually extremely bad, because all of our attacks are physical based. So right off the bat we have 10% less damage. That's rough. But it is important to note that you do never want to spend diamonds rolling for nature. Over time you will build up a surplus of nature crystal stone things by completing daily quests. And you re-roll it with those. It's not hard to do as a free-to-play person, so we will do that in good time. The quests are located in here. We haven't done many as we haven't progressed very far, but you want to try and complete all of them until you get all of the chests at the top each day. That will provide you with 6,500 diamonds every single day, which is incredible. And obviously we're taking way more damage than we were before. We nearly died actually. So we unlocked the guild function at level 17 and there's currently a guild available. We are going to dominate you, I am sad to say. But that is not our process. We can't do this at a guild event. But here's the Pokemon shop at which you can select the Pokemon you want. You can view the Pokemon that can appear in each section. Have they changed? No. And each day, each section has 4 Pokemon and you get 1 free refresh. So we have Yveltal, Tapu Bulu, Tapu Lele and Zapdos. And if we hit refresh, we have Regigigas, Zapdos, Shiny Regice and Tapu Koko. And we can do this for each section with 1 free refresh. Like so. Make sure I want to get all of these, don't want to miss any. We also have our free gachas. Early on, this will give us fodder Pokemon like this. Because one thing we are going to be lacking is an upgrade material that we can't do just yet because it's not level 24. So what does this skill actually do? Proactively enters into a sleep status to recover 30% HP. It lasts 1 round. That is not a benefit to me, so we're going to skip that entirely. But we want to chuck more bases in. We have quests coming up that require us to use more. And unless we get very lucky with some of the upcoming free Pokemon we may attain, slacking is going to be our go-to for quite a while. Which is more than fine with me. One of the biggest negatives to my team right now is since I only have 1 Pokemon, he takes all of the damage quite literally because the other 2 get one-shot killed. Which can be a negative, but not quite yet. We should be fine for a while longer and progress at a comfortable pace. Dun dun dun. Bom, 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 bom. And it's mostly just a lot of waiting presently as we try and ensure this part. As we progress in each stage, they become a little slower to fill up, which isn't too bad. And we got confused, sadly, so we hit ourselves. But yes, there are quite a few benefits to having a confused skill, and especially because it's a multi-hit, makes it exponentially better. Even if it was just multi-hit, that would be more than sufficient for me. So upgrade friendship. Do 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 do. As you can see, these are giving hundreds of diamonds each, and at the start, the very start where I am, they're extremely easy to complete. This is why getting an initial stockpile. Did I need to upgrade? I did. Gives us an initial stockpile of our diamonds. So we use the free hunting coupon. The Pokemon it gives tends to be fixed. I think it was always Arbok. Unless that has changed as well. I am stuck on this screen. That was awkward. But the Pokemon we get is guaranteed. And it was Persian. But we're up to stage 27, and our goal tonight during this stream is to get between 70 and 100. That shouldn't take us very long. It really depends on how fast we auto. But as we progress, we will have to fill out our team a little more just to keep our guys alive longer. And we don't need to care about that just yet. Deploy 4 Pokemon, sure. So we're just going to chuck in just a couple. We can't stick in Flareon and Leafeon because they're of the same evolution tree. And release a Pokemon. That's very easy. Stage 24, individual values. We got 3 of these, we're at 333. And it didn't get better. And we're level 19 now. Level up Pokemon 30 times, so we can just level up anyone twice. Just so we continue along with this a little bit. And we're up to a clear stage 1, so now we just got to grind it out once again. Which is fine by me. They don't really deal any damage, but that isn't their purpose. It's important to collect this and not let it fill up, as we don't want to waste any time presently. We want to push through this initial hurdle and really get into the game. So we shouldn't have to upgrade our Pokemon for a little while. Though I really want to get to 23 so I can unlock the attack that allows me to multi-hit. It'll be faster clear times on these earlier levels. The confusion isn't a big deal right now. But we just have to get over these first few humps. Level 20. So we just need to hit 23. Come on, man. Bum ba bum ba bum. Quick attack. We don't need to hand in any more of these quests until we get our stage up, otherwise we're going to keep getting stuck on the stage completion ones. So this part actually is tedious, and it's just about waiting. We're waiting for one or two things. Either we can't progress any further, or we hit level 23. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, we got nuked. Okay, that simply will not do. So we're level 20, and what we need is someone 50% chance of freezing on a quick attack. That is odd. It appears I have no one who can multi-hit. That's a little annoying. Well, it won't matter in particular, so let's just pick Rhyperior. We just need someone to take a few shots. The order there doesn't matter in particular, because the percentage increase is menial. 3% on, let's say, 200 speed is nothing. So as you can see, Rhyperior got some damage in, a 7k, so he'll be able to deal more damage and contribute overall. But the biggest XP thing we are going to get will be from our quests. By completing enough quests, we get the first one, I think. We get these, which will give us 1 million XP to level up our Pokemon. Which isn't hard. Doing the free gachas will get us there. We just need to do 2 more, one every 5 minutes. Like Leafeon's not doing too bad with the occasional freeze. 11,000, big damage right there. But yeah, waiting for this thing right here to fill up is what slows us down initially. Because there's nothing we can do to expedite it. Dun dun dun. But as you can see, with 2 people being able to attack and kill effectively, we're getting through it far easier. So especially at the start, as I mentioned earlier, our goal is not to upgrade when we can already progress. Just to conserve as many resources as we can. Another 607 CP, which is a nice percentage increase. Slow and steady, I guess. But over the next 7 days, this thing right here, huge, absolutely huge. We don't want to do it right now because the total amount we get is from our current maximum stage, so no. We want to do it at the end of the day. And I think the game resets 11 PM for me. I can't remember, it was a long time ago. Which was about 4 hours ago for me. But things change. The server I'm on could be in a different time zone than the one I was on last time. Yes, it's 10 AM, so it is a different time zone. So we have a number of hours before we want to use that, and we want to use it twice. At least once, preferably twice. Just for that little bit of a boost. As you can see, we got confused, sadly, with one of our primary Pokemon. While confused, he can't use any of his attacks, so he uses just a random tackle pretty much. And we're getting there, so we have just under 2 million that we started with, and we're up to 27,000 diamonds. Later in the day, for me, because it's 3:25 AM, I will start a guild and progress through there. Now, do I have restrictions or requirements or anything like that? Yes. Now, what are they? They're very simple, and it's a progressive requirement. If you spend money on the game, you're more likely to play the game. It's not guaranteed, because I played it for a long time without spending any money. But there's more incentive to play it and progress. Now, does that mean I only accept VIP 16 players? No. An active free-to-play person is more than welcome. But especially at the start of the game, and even more so at the start of a server, people start and quit on the same day, so you're cycling in and out of people all the time, which is quite rough. So you're adding and then removing people that have quit, adding more people. So it can take some time to get a decent group together. But this is taking a little while longer than I thought. Hello, Wakanda. How are you today? I'm currently in the process of starting my new journey on server 787. I'm doing fine, thank you. Just trying to get a feeling for the game and see what's changed. I'd like to go off meta and use some less than optimal Pokemon. Give some things a try. Just trying to slowly get through these first hurdles. Which is just the first 100 stages. Out of curiosity, do you or have you played this game? Bum, 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 bum. I'm taking a lot more damage now. It's called Daily Master. They keep changing the name, which is a little inconvenient on my part. I played it quite a while ago, but I stopped playing it in, I think, February. So I'm returning to it to see what it's like. What's changed? Is it better? What's it like as a new player? Just these kinds of things out of curiosity. Yeah, I might need to upgrade my Pokemon again. I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh, we're not level 23. Darn. Yeah, I think they've had 7 names or something else. I can't remember the exact number. Since I last played, I did keep track of the Discord and watching what people post and the like. But I didn't experience the game itself, so that's my current hurdle. is various skills a Pokemon or events could have changed, so I'll have to relearn them. Yes, I had a far better account. I was level 100, free to play, but I ran out of stuff to do. I just couldn't get any further, which was a bummer. I got to a point where I was progressing for about 100,000 a week, which just wasn't helpful or competitive. Nah, it's not worth playing on that account. There's very little I can do, and I can't actively compete because I didn't spend money. So I'm gonna continue from this point. I still have my old account and everything like that, but I'm just not going to play it. I'll focus on this one and see how I can do. Come on, 1%. Not in particular. I get bored all of the time, but I got stuck and it frustrated me. I just couldn't get any stronger without spending money to progress in events. So I'd have to spend like 500,000 diamonds plus per event in order to get sufficient rewards to upgrade my Pokemon further. And it takes ages to save that up as a free-to-play player. Yeah, sure, I'm always open for game suggestions. Ah, you think I will be addicted. I'm not so sure, but I can give it a go. Oh yes, I forgot I leveled. Naruto X Boruto Ninja Voltage. Now, this is just my personal opinion, but I did not like the Boruto anime. Fan of the Naruto one, but the Boruto one just bugged me. But 1 second while I add that to my list of games to play, because I have 2 or 3 that have been suggested so far that I give a go. So 1 second. Naruto. I definitely will try it. Ninja Voltage. So I'll probably give that a go tomorrow, as I'm streaming this game right now and it's 3:32 AM, so it definitely won't be this evening. Probably later in my day. Hopefully it's awesome. I'm not too sure who was my favourite character from Naruto though. I play many different games. Most definitely. I can't play it now as I'd have to reset up my stream for it. So I only stream one game at a time. If I wanted to pick a different one, I'd have to restart the stream. Which is why it has to wait. Sorry. Oof. No, I haven't. With the emulator that I'm using, you can't play a game and download a game at the same time. So yeah, just have to wait a little while, I guess. I'm hopeful. I'm always looking for new games to play and try out. Like some people have suggested, like My Hero Academia or Dragon Ball Z or One Piece games, a lot of anime inspired games. And they could be good, I guess. At least I'd hope so. Oh man, we need lots and lots of those. Well, that's good to hear. Like, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so I tend to play any Pokemon game that comes about. And I like Naruto, just not Boruto, so it's definitely worth giving a try. And with some luck, I'll get into it. I'm optimistic. Yes, I've heard of Genshin Impact. A lot of people might disagree with this, but I found that game to be hot garbage. Absolute garbage. But some people like it, I guess. Genshin Impact. Didn't like it at all. Annoyingly, once you progress far enough into the game, you can't do anything without spending money. So my brother and I both play on my account, or played on my account, and we've progressed to the point at which we only play about 5 or 10 minutes a day, and we run out of things to do. Yes. So Genshin Impact is probably one of the few phone games that I've actually spent money on, so it didn't take us long to reach the mid to late game, but not the end game. But some of the game functions just they bug me. They bug me a lot. Like, graphically, I think the game's cool. Yes, it is free to play. Many games can be played that way, but it was okay for a while. You play it free to play. Very nice. I play pretty much every game free to play, as I find that more comfortable. Because if you spend money to continue progressing, you have to continue to spend money, and it's just an annoying cycle. Yeah, I can understand that sentiment. I most definitely like games that you don't, and vice versa. Nothing wrong with some variety. Let's pick a different genre. Come on, slacking. There we go. Just a very slow process at the beginning. That much has definitely not changed. But yes, when it comes to games, I prefer heavily to be free to play, but once I reach a point at which playing free to play isn't a way to progress, I tend to quit the game. But in most games, it takes months to reach that point. So one game that I do play, which I'm still playing, is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Still free to play and enjoying that game without any issues. Been playing it for nearly a year. But I think most of all, what I do like is to play new games. Things that were newly released, not just necessarily newly updated. Because it's actually something new to experience. I find that to be far better when looking for a new game to play. Yep, Slacken's carrying us to victory. With a mild effort coming from Rhyperior. But we're already up to stage 60, which isn't very high, but it's a nice threshold. So we're 48 minutes in. This is going slower, actually, than the last time I had to go through this entire process. Just due to the events on the initial start of the server. But I'm enjoying this start more because I have slacking. I think one of the hard parts for me moving forward, for now, is getting more slacking copies to awaken him. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Slow and steady. So we confused Gengar as we did one-shotting. And then froze him. But we got paralyzed, so that's a bummer. So we're getting close to the point at which we're going to have to upgrade our Pokemon again, as the kill rate has slowed down and we're getting closer and closer to dying each time. But we'll keep letting it auto battle until that point, as this is still the intro to the game, so we don't need to focus on it just yet. Boom. Feebas. I remember catching that Pokemon in the original Pokemon games. The most annoying Pokemon to catch with a fishing rod. Extremely tedious. And my logic wasn't even that good. Gyarados was far better. But it was a new Pokemon, trying to fill up the Pokédex, so I had to try. It took forever. But when it comes to this game in particular, one trap that people fall into is starter Pokemon. So you start with a Charmander, a Squirtle, or a Bulbasaur, whichever one you happen to pick. And then you'll upgrade it and level it up, and more importantly, evolve it into the next form and next form and next form, and then you can go for further evolutions, like the Mega Forms. That's a waste, because no starter Pokemon in this game has a good progression. They are a waste of resources. But people always spend them on it. Nothing wrong with working on a Pokemon you like. Like, my favourite Pokemon is Shuckle. I think Shuckle is sick. It's just a turtle. So Shuckle and Munchlax are my two Pokemon. And they are both useless in this game, which makes sense. They're not strong or optimal or have good synergies. But there's nothing wrong with that. We do need to keep using these though, because we need to get all 5 done for our daily quest. So we get all of that juicy EXP. So doing various things up until this point, in particular 2, level and stage clear, we have accumulated a few extra resources that we haven't collected. But we don't need to until we hit a wall. And then those resources could become beneficial to us. But right now we have no need of them. I think my game just froze, which is horribly inconvenient. Yes, it did. Okay. Let's start the game up again. I haven't had that happen before, so that's annoying. It's going to be far more inconvenient if the game's down for maintenance, just as I start to play and stream. And we're back, so let's continue our progression. But we hit 67, which is a decent point at this point. The goal's 100, hitting those triple digits. And eventually, one of the Pokemon from stage completion that we get is a Alolan Ninetales, which is another red Pokemon. It's great because it has one skill called Mist. Mist removes debuffs. That includes Confusion and Sleep. All of them. Attack down, speed down, absolutely everything, which makes it very beneficial for us as a support Pokemon, not necessarily for damage. We're just trying to push our way to 100 right now. We've still got a decent clear. Once they get about half dead or one dies, then yeah, I'll probably have to upgrade again. Which will happen in a few stages, I think. But yeah, we're progressing nicely, but we're not up to a point at which we need to play. It's just the warm-up, the prelude, if you will, to the game at large. Well, we made it to stage 70. Easily cleared those 4. So the goal, if we can do it at least, is to not upgrade any more orange Pokemon. It's really hard to do at the start, unless we get very lucky and get red Pokemon. Now any red Pokemon pretty much replaces all orange Pokemon. Now for a team, orange is the bare minimum, red is the goal. It's an easy thing to remember. Why? Because you start with 3 orange Pokemon, like these ones, and the other ones I have. So there's no need to use purples, blues, and the greens. It's an absolute waste. And the resources needed to evolve them, an even bigger waste. So if you want, let's say, a Gengar, you're better off evolving a Haunter that you receive than a Ghastly to a Haunter to a Gengar. So it's just slight optimizations at the start of the game will help you in the long run, or even the short run really. Because small mistakes at the start don't matter, but over time that small mistake stretches, and after a week or a month they're very, very large. They just get exacerbated by how small they were so early on. Come on, come on, come on. We're not killing as fast as I thought we would be right now. Ooh, we could lose. Tip both, yeah, I assumed it. So now we're going to upgrade you. Now we should get through it. One thing we do have though is Rhyperior has other skills he can use. He has Bulldoze. This one just doesn't deal physical damage, which is why we want it. So here's a chance to deal bonus damage depending on the enemy type. So I'll take that chance. Bam. So we got Graveler right out of the way. See? Easy clear after that. Once we clear stage 100, we'll go through our quests again and see how we're doing in that regard. As I mentioned earlier, one of the ones you'll get stuck on for the longest time will be stage requirements. Eventually you complete enough quests where every single quest is a stage requirement. Increases by 10 or 50 or 100 per quest, but it becomes just stage requirements, which is a little boring. 75. We still have quite a while to go. Geodude and an Abra. In the previous map we saw a Snorlax. So a few different things. And we're on fire. Really, you missed? For shame. But yes, the beginning, for me, is just preparation. So we haven't done anything, and we're not doing anything intentionally. So yes, we have a Rhyperior level 20, and we have our primary current Pokemon at level 27, but beyond that, we don't use any resources on anyone. We're waiting until we hit a wall, and then we apply enough resources to get past it. But it might take us a while to get a full team of red Pokemon, and even if I have a full team of red Pokemon, Slacking will be on that team. That Thrash is huge for me. I'm unwilling to give up a multi-hit Thrash. It's just too darn good for me. Bum bum bum. So these things do take a little while because they are time-based, but we will get them all, as we want those rewards for sure. But in regards to the daily quests, we can't hit the maximum chest for activeness because one of the quests requires us being in a guild. We don't have to complete all the quests. Like, for example, we have friends. This one's actually really easy. All we need to do is keep accepting people and adding people as friends, and send 5 per day, which is easy and it's free. Takes no effort once you have at least 5 friends. So that one's fine. But certain other ones are going to stump us. But we don't need to look at those yet. But we do need this. We have one more free attempt, another Metapod. Yeah, this advanced gacha is the biggest bait in the world. Largest waste of diamonds in the game by far. Nothing even comes close to it. Like, you can spend diamonds and have a chance of getting a Pokemon, but none of the Pokemon really within the advanced gacha are good. Welcome back, Akanda. How are you doing? I'm still bopping along. Just trying to reach stage 100. But it's becoming harder and harder. Which is fine because this is still the tutorial. And that's what we wanted. The most important thing, day 1. $1 million Pokemon EXP. Absolutely huge. So what we can do right now is we have an abundance of EXP. We can just level them up. Let's get them all to 20. And check their attack. Nope. Sure, a multi-hit. No. What does Earthquake do? Hits all units, yes. And now we should be fine up to 100 without any problems. I think. Bum 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 ba da bum bum. I do not care about the held items, please stop. We have a long road ahead and we don't want to be halted by the various prompts in game. Almost at 100,000 CP. Come on, come on, come on. Bum 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 bum. But yeah, we just want to reach stage 100. For no particular reason, we're just using that as a reference point at which to upgrade our Pokemon. And collect the various things we've completed so far. Because going into every menu every time you complete something to get the reward is tedious. So I'll wait until we hit a threshold or get stuck, and then we can go and grab it. Whatever it may be. But we're still not quite at the 50,000, or how much diamonds actually was required to make a guild. 50,000, yes, I was right. We're a little over halfway. So I think I can get that tonight. There are no codes, which slows us down, because most codes tend to offer diamonds of some denomination or quantity. But we'll get assorted free ones just from the quests, which is very much appreciated. Well, early game it is, at least. Later in the game, when the quests either become harder or you're only up to stage only quests, the diamonds you get from them don't matter anymore, because you'll earn enough each day to vastly outweigh your clear speed. Oh, so close. So our goal isn't to be the best or number one in CP, individual, Pokemon CP, overall CP, arena. It's not even to have the strongest guild. My goal is to build a guild. I like creating that community, that structure. That's something I enjoy. It's one of the aspects I like about this game. One of my favorite ones. So that's what I'll be focusing on. Building a guild. Now there are guild versus guild events, and I don't mind if we fail every single one of them. Do the best we can with what we have and we go from there. How dare you put my oyster to sleep? My tentacle shuckle. Come on, 12 levels. You can do it. Now, where's my bottle? Hopefully this isn't too loud, so I do apologize in advance. It was actually really loud. But it's unavoidable. So we'll just chill for a minute while it auto battles. Okay, the mic is back on. I had to shake my bottle of soft drink to remove some bubbles so it isn't as audible every time I open the freaking bottle. And you froze me, that's rude. Ouch, one shot. Yes, barely made that. I was just about to die. So we've nearly pushed 100, and it's getting a little harder. Nearly level 30, 85,000 CP. But no muss, no fuss. Now, certain threshold bosses are far stronger than their stage counterparts. So for example, we might clear 99 very easily, but get absolutely dumpstered on stage 100. Could happen, and later on it does. Early on it probably won't for a minute. But I think our initial stage goal of 100, upgrading our Pokemon, our goal after that I think was 350 for Ninetales. Which will take us days, maybe a week, maybe less than a week. Depending on luck, mostly. And how fast we get to progress. So use 100 diamonds, we complete that one, we can't do that one, we can do that one, we're doing that one, we haven't watched a video, we can't do the mine, we can do 3 arenas, because we're not really caring about our placements. They are 3 diamonds each day, but it's the start of the game, so the later in the day that I do my placements, the more I can progress. Less chance I have of losing. Things like that. Bam. I need all of those stones to increase my base stats. But this game, like pretty much every other game in existence, it's all about inching forward. You're trying to gain any increase, any benefit, any positive change you can moving forward. Even a small one, repeatedly over time, will become a reasonable or noticeable increase. But whether or not you can stick with the game, get through the hurdles, move past the walls you hit, well, that depends on you and the game. Do I have time before it rolls me? Another Metapod. I think I got 4 Metapods. I don't know what I got, but I got a lot of Metapods. That is for sure. Like, we do have 3 tickets, but we don't want to use them. I like doing the 10 spins, but we do get 2 free spins each day by watching videos, and watching a video will give us our daily quest for 1 video watched, which we need. So we're focused on early targeting. Capitalize on everything we can while we can. We're going to make many mistakes. That's unavoidable. But we're trying to mitigate the total amount of mistakes we make by making better decisions earlier to try and offset those future mistakes. Because everyone does make mistakes. You could be like, oh, I'm going to spend $50 on this game, and you put $50 in, and you drop it on a bad event and get bad rewards. Well, that's a mistake. And that's fine. You're welcome to make mistakes. So close. So very close. But it's important that when you start this game in particular, that you start on the first day that the server is released, and as early as possible in the day, So I started at 9 AM. That is 7 hours too late in my opinion. You want to be on within the first hour or two, max 5, of a server being released. So you can milk those extra few hours and get a little bit ahead of everyone else. If someone joins very late, because new servers come out each day at around reset. So someone could start in my server 23 hours after me, and I literally have a 23-hour head start. Which isn't good. Why? Because reset happens in an hour, and you won't have all of the game functions early on unlocked to get the rewards for the day. The day resets. I get those things twice. You get them for the upcoming day, so that I'm further ahead once again. And it snowballs. So we're up to stage 100, so we just got to clear this one now. Then we can rummage around and collect our things. But each day we want to do both of our free advanced gachas. We definitely want to get those in. Over time, our luck will increase because every gacha attempt gives you +1 luck. You do not want to spend diamonds to increase your luck, but over time it will increase. Once your luck reaches a certain point, you get a Pokemon. So we finished that. Done. Next we have quests. First one we want to do is this one. We want to do it because this has a cooldown. So we watch a brief ad. And wait. Now it is very, very rare. There wasn't enough berries in there, believe me, to get a red Pokemon. It is possible, it's just not common. So by drawing 9 or 10, depending on how it tends to scale, you get 1 orange Pokemon guaranteed. And here are the Pokemon. So as you can see, we have Slacking in here, like the one we have. Very nice. But of all the Pokemon in here, there's maybe 5 that are decent, and they're all red. So we finished that one. We definitely want to get that. Blue held item. Not high value. We collect our stage rewards, which are always diamonds. And early on we've completed multiple stages. So multiple stacks of diamonds. As well as advanced tickets. Next, we go through this. We have 7-day target. We don't have to collect these until the 7th day. Now by day 6 or 7 at the latest, you will have enough shards to get Mew. So it can be done free to play. There are no issues in that regard. We have the monthly carnival, if we want to do this. And as you can see, we get a handful of rewards, but they're not overly good. They're actually extremely bad, even if you do every single day. All you get is these. Consumption event, which doesn't benefit us. Exchange event also doesn't benefit us. And we don't have these tickets. Next, we have gifts inside the glyphs. We have the clearance stages. We have Hydreigon, which is our free red. More diamonds. Mighty coupons, which are huge. And then we scroll down one more. There's 9,000. Okay, it was 300 and not 350. It has one skill called Mist. Remove 4 allied units debuffs. That's what we're after. We also need 5 coupons to get a Pokemon, depending on what we are feeling like. I would probably pick a Gengar. But there's nothing in any of the shops we want. I know it says refresh, but there's literally nothing that's worth anything. Just normal, generic stuff. And don't have enough of these to do a 10 spin. So we can go up here and do our daily dungeon. You have to complete a level to move on to the next one, so there's no harm in doing this. We're not going to hit 230k on our first day. Whoops, I don't think I want to do that. No, I can clear it. I was worried for a moment. That could have been a mistake. I didn't check the suggested CP before I attacked it. We want to get down here. These things are monstrously huge for us. If we go free to play, that is how we're going to get all of our advanced evolution stones. So it's extremely important to get to that point as soon as possible. We should be able to do this one. Oh, I didn't one shot. But we're going to get some more upgrades in slacking and take a look at our quests. Both daily quests and the other. So, firstly, can we chuck our team in a mine? Yes, we can. There are openings. We want normal stones. We don't need any stones at all, because we'll get far more than we need. We can also participate in the solo dungeons, which we can do now and progress through fine. And we're slowly collecting shards for the 2 Pokemon we have shards for at the moment. So now we're just waiting for people to appear, which can take a while. Occupy a mine. We already watched a video. 10 refine rolls. That's huge. Let's give it a go on our IVs. That's pretty good. 561. You got physical attack, physical defense, and speed. I could leave that there without any hesitation, and I will. So let's upgrade. Do our bag first. These will just give us various stones, which we don't need to worry about. More junk. More junk. So we had no usables. That's sad. These upgrades upgrade the slot, not the equipment itself. So using them, there is no problem. And we have enough blue gems to star up. We do not want to star up until we have a quest that requires it. So friendship is next. Refine nature once. We have 3 attempts. If we roll anything but negative speed, we'll be fine. That's fine. We don't want our Pokemon being slower. Now we need more friendship, and it gets progressively more expensive. So getting a few Pokemon to 10 will preemptively get us ahead or skip the requirements as we get further. Release 1 Pokemon. So I can add Hydreigon to my team right now, and he'll be solid for a while. He does only have single target attacks, but that's okay. what we do want to do though, it doesn't really matter. I was going to change the order, but there's no real negative to it. Complete Mysterious Realm once. I do not like the Mysterious Realm. Always hated it, don't like any part about it. But let's just pick a random one. The item we get is completely irrelevant. That was lucky. Followed by a tiny explosion, which is the boss. Go figure. Should be an easy clean, which I will take in a heartbeat. So Rhyperior is still going to do some work because he's leveled up. But overall, he's done. He doesn't need to progress any further. Now we have the Expedition Cave we have to progress in. Now because I went through the quest, I had to do that weird forced target click on this location thing, which means it kicks me out right away because it forces you to click there. So what we want to do is go back and preemptively challenge. I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but we get free diamonds every single stage, which will help us in our pile, and this is where we get our Sandslash shards. We progress through enough stages and we get enough shards to unlock Sandslash, and then we get to the next Pokemon, whatever that might be. Ooh, Steelix, very nice. I like Steelix. It was probably one of my favourite Pokemon from Flame Orb, from the old days with Gold and Silver. Plenty of good times with that game. When the legendary dogs came into the game, you had your Suicune, your Entei, and your Raikou. You had 2 more legendary birds with Ho-Oh and Lugia. I was a huge fan of Lugia, especially with the movie. The movie was sick with Lugia in it. So the next Pokemon is Croconaw, so we do have enough shards to get Sandslash. Not that we want or need him. So 19 people in this server so far have cleared this stage. But you do have limitations when it comes to these clearances, in that you can only fail 3 times all day. See? Remaining failures. So we finish stage 10. Toxic Orb. 66,000 suggested, so we'll clear this one and then we'll tap out. So that was a pretty easy clear. So we'll probably keep pushing it. But we'll move to the next stage, and I think we'll stop there for now. Get our assorted diamonds from clearing each level. Give us 4,000 in total for clearing 10 stages. Then we have quests. Forge 1 piece of gear. This one is a pain. Why? You have very little total smelting value. So we have a free refresh. Need to be below 40. 30, sold. And that's all we wanted. To get any item crafted so we could finish the quest. Whoops, I clicked on the video. Ah, very nice. This is one of my main games, phone games at least, that I play, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. A lot of players. I enjoy it. But that's alright. That has nothing to do with what we're doing now. So let's keep pushing forward. So we get this one. which gives us 1,000 diamonds. This next one will give us 2,000 diamonds, raw Evo stones, which are good, and red gems. But lastly, we get 3,000 diamonds, a purple item, and advanced Evo stones. So 3 of these is easy. We need more friends. We need them ASAP. We can already craft our crocodile and our sand slash. Not that we need to. We can star up. Not that we want to. So we'll continue our questing. Deploy 6 rolls. See, now we have a star up quest. This is what we save them for. If we star up early and don't have enough, it doesn't count the previous stars that we've done. Now we have to complete the gear smelting, which is easy because it's just getting rid of your items. And there we go, 50,000. Took us an hour and a half. But we're not starting a guild yet. I want to keep building up and accomplish what we can. We're going to have this guy a while, so we'll get him to 10. Evolve 1 Pokemon. Now, evolving a Pokemon is actually a pain because we need the advanced Evo stones. This is the first quest we always get stuck on because we never want to spend diamonds. We do not need the stones because we have the boxes and the raw Evo stones we collect. $2,000, $1,700, very nice increases right there. So we're up to 134,000 now. So we could comfortably progress in the stages that we're currently at. So what was that once again? 134. The suggested was 120. But in order to do this one, we have to do the previous one, which is why I clicked on it. So we can just click on each stage. Like, Hydreigon isn't bad. He's a free red Pokemon, nothing wrong with that. My problem with him is he has no debuffs, he has no substantial buffs, and he has no multi-hits. So he's only a low tier, single target damage dealer. Not amazing. Free, but not amazing. But we can keep him, and we'll probably have him until we're like level 40 or more. There we go, we defeat Flaffy, and then we've finished the first one. Now obviously we just don't want one of them. We got a good one, that's fine. There were 2 okay ones and 1 horrible one. So this next online reward is the last one. So hopefully that goes swimmingly. I do like that they changed this. So your first recharge, when you recharge one of these values from here, you get these rewards. One of which is a yellow Pokemon, which will put you miles ahead of me. Literal miles, days and days and days. Now, if you make mistakes over time, or you take a break, or things like this happen, I will probably catch up to you. Additionally increases its own crit chance by 35% and damages 1 enemy unit. That's not really worth it. Not for me at least. So right now, we can't do a lot more without progressing through the stages, as we need advanced Evo stones, and we need them bad. So hunt, no. Solo dungeon we can do, but not now. Mines, level 36 for Elf. We can do our 3 arena attempts, which is a good idea. Get that quest out of the way. So really, we just need to make sure we hit all of our points. Being the start of a server, there's just bot fills in the arena. Now, their placement bots, they don't attack you, so they can't take your spot. Only real players can. Please keep this in mind. So we just push forward, climb as high as we can, because you can't push towards number 1 in one day. And then since other people are doing the same thing as us, we should find someone noticeably stronger. Unless we have bad luck or something. But these guys are far weaker than us presently, so it's an easy clear. And as you can see, getting an assortment of items. And we are out of chances. So we get our 5 a day. We want to set a different Pokemon in here. And we just want it not to be Marowak. That's fine. As you can see, your CP is 40k, so we just got to progress through this. The higher we get, the higher our daily payout for free diamonds. So currently, with our rank, with 650 we get 18 diamonds, which is nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's also nice to get these, but they're not overly important because it takes an extreme amount of time to build up any real quantity. Now the skill we're using, Thrash, has less benefit here because it's a multi-hit attack that can't attack twice. So we're up to 66 diamonds, but it can still confuse. So we have quick combat and this one, which will give us 15, putting us at 90, plus the friends once we get a few more, which will give us all of our daily boxes. And that'll be nice. So we get our free diamonds for our arena ranks. So we'll click those. There's 1017 for today. As we can't progress anymore in that regard. There was a chest over here, so I'll quickly grab it. These randomly spawn on every map, and you can pick up a few each day. So we're just going to let it auto clear again and see how far we get with what we have. Like Hydreigon was a nice addition. Slacking got some upgrades. But now we are just stuck on the level portion because those advanced Evo stones are a killer. They are absolutely soul crushing in how extremely valuable they are. Because for the first week we do not want to spend any diamonds, because the better events that appear in this game do not appear within the first week or 2 weeks. You have fixed events each time a new server is started. They do not change. We don't want any of these ones. We like one event in particular, but I'm willing to try out other ones, see if we have any good luck, or the reward ratio to cost is good. Not just the rewards are good, but ratio to cost. Dun 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 dun. So we can progress through the under once we hit level 80, which is a very, very long way away. Is the world boss active? I didn't think it was active. I don't know why it's there. I'm going to attack it and see if it is there. I don't think it is. But out of curiosity, if we want to know, we get time limited. World boss starts at 12 hours. So it doesn't spawn for another 30 minutes. Okay. But now we know. We don't want to do our quick combats yet, because as I mentioned earlier, the amount of resources we gain is an hourly base of 2 hours per quick combat, and the rewards are determined by the stage we are on. So the higher the stage, the more we get. It's very simple. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get. But with some luck, we can push forward and accomplish a decent amount before I get too tired and go to bed. Recharge any amount to claim a red Pokemon. No, thank you. We'll figure this out. But yeah, we have different people running around my level range, just doing their own thing. Which is more than fine. But one of the biggest gates we have right now for gaining strength is increasing our Pokemon level, which in turn is tied to our character level. Since we are level 30, the maximum level of our Pokemon is 30. Pretty easy clear there. So we might last a little while. And by the look of it, I earned enough. Completing this over time will give me decent rewards. The first one's pretty big, but they taper off immediately and become less and less valuable. But that first one is very nice for a new player. 1,000 blue gems or crystals, I can't remember what they're called, is very much appreciated. What we can do is, I think 5 minutes have passed, is we can do, yes we can, our second ad. We're going to have to do 2 of these a day, and then we run out of free attempts. But even later in the game, 2 free attempts, bonus luck, even fodder Pokemon, there's definitely a reason to watch 60 seconds worth of ads. No harm in it. But as a new player, I have a chance to get reds. Like, yellows are garbage and there's nothing we can do with those, but if we pull a red, more Metapods, nothing but Metapods for me. That'll be amazing for our team. But we've been on the acoustic section for a while now, so let's pick something else. How about this one? Let's move over to pop. Change it up and see how it goes. Because an early Pokemon we can get just costs 5 ultimate coupons. And then boom, got in the red. Granted, can be hard to pick one. There are two far better options than everything else, but there are other options. It's just a matter of picking. I don't like this one, it's kind of boring. Let's pick this one. We'll see how it goes. Leper berries, as well as some base stat increases. Pile them into slacking for sure. And then you get frozen. How disappointing. But even progressing through the stages that we have, we still haven't managed to level up. So within 24 hours, including the resources we built up while we're offline, we should get between 37 and 45. As long as we don't let it hit 100%, it'll keep collecting it. If it gets filled, which only takes I think 8 or 12 hours, then that's lost resources. So here are the rewards we can find each day through AFK. We can find 11 Pokemon, and other assorted things. I'm really enjoying slacking right now. Glad I got at least one red out of the 5 boxes I get each day for the first 7 days. And if I'm lucky, over the next 7 days I might pull 2 more reds. So those 2, assuming I get 2, plus the 2 I have, that's 4. That's 4 out of 6. So it is very luck based. How you progress, how fast, slow, or in what direction as a free-to-play player. $1.19. This part is actually requiring no input from me because we're easily clearing. So I'm going to grab something to eat and just let it autoplay. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Probably less. So I'll be back. Okay, I am back. Just had a quick sandwich. Oh, it's currently 4:50 AM, and without any effort, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. And we're still clearing pretty fast, even up to the 131. So yeah, the stages we're doing now are all just time gated, as we're easily clearing the ones we have unlocked. Purchase VIP card to claim diamonds every day. No, thank you. But yeah, starting 10 hours or so, 9 hours, whatever it was, later than the server, which means I could be 10 hours behind people, is kind of rough. Because new servers come out every single day, less and less new people join your server over time, so it can be harder to progress at a similar pace, even if they are also free to play. Might as well grab this. 15 red gems, we don't need those for a very long time. But we need thousands upon tens of thousands actually. You stopped pet evolution. No, I did not. My account got stuck and they never got around to fixing it. I did very much enjoy that game. I'm a big fan of Pokemon games in general. I haven't played it in quite a long time actually. So it could be fixed by this point. It's been ages actually. So I would assume it would be. You've got me curious now about a couple of things. If it is fixed, and what's changed in the game. Because I hadn't thought about that until you brought it up. Because I've played a lot of Pokemon games on Android, and that one particular Pokemon game has had some of the best, most useful, greatest, free-to-play friendly functions out of any Pokemon phone game I've played. Which is great. Absolutely great. Do you still play Pet Evolution? $137. Waiting for this to fill up is really slowing me down. But all we have to do right now is wait. Wait and wait and wait until we hit a wall. And pray for red Pokemon. Because I have a few garbage Pokemon on my team. The front three, Leafeon, Rhyperior, Rapidash, and Omastar. Like, even as red Pokemon go, Hydreigon is probably one of the worst ones. He has low to low moderate damage and only single target, no buffs or debuffs. Utility of any kind. But he's free. So I will take him in a heartbeat. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum. Daily recharge, double reward. That does not apply to us.
Was it a lover, or was it a dream? Or was it something more than what it seemed? I'll just sit about here in between and let you think about it. That ain't no good, that would be wrong.
Actually, we're taking a lot of damage from this boss wave. Oh, that was a nuke and a half. So we got to 140 comfortably. So let's see how much we can gain. $40 to $43. That's nice. Need lots and lots of these to fill it out. Obviously, we could increase the star rating. I guess some more bonus stats. But the ability isn't very good. 4 extra SP per round. It's quite small. I still need 20 more of these. Which isn't so bad if we get it from here. Because I like this one right here. 500 blue gems, which isn't very good now. I think it was more, actually. So, any good rewards? No, we don't want those. This is just to play the Mystery Realm, the first section, so we don't even need to complete it, just play it. So we can knock that out very quickly. Rewards, special attack, useless. Physical attack, physical defense, that's better. We do have a low chance. I got worse. There we go. It just gives us a better chance of getting the loot. We don't need it in particular, but it's nice to get. Now we need to hope we find bombs or the boss or something. Okay, so the world boss spawned. We got God tier bad luck, okay. So let's go get our chests, which gave us an action, more keys. Another action. Not having any luck getting this boss. Being quite rude, in fact. We get 2 action points. And now we can't finish. There's no bombs, no clearances, nothing we can do. So we leave. But we go back to town. What we want is a different skill on slacking. We want Fury Swipes, because it will hit twice. So we'll get our damage in. Even if we place badly, we might get the lucky reward, which is 3 diamonds. Might as well change the order. Sure. And let's see how this goes. I can't attack it, why not? It doesn't say why I can't attack it, so we will leave it and come back. Ooh, how much do we get? Oh, 1,000. That is a very small number. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Decisions and decisions. We still need more friends. Apply to absolutely everyone until we fill it out. That's all we need to do right now. Just fill it out, fill it out, fill it out. We don't care about the carnival or the exchange event, so skip. To participate in this event, you have to spend at least 500,000 diamonds for 4th to 10th, and at least 800,000 diamonds from 1st to 3rd, which is why that is a bad event. But can we beat it? Sometimes that I didn't have to do it myself, but not doing auto and manually doing it to kill the more troublesome Pokemon will get you through tough stages. So we're actually taking a lot of damage even though he's dead. Oh, I didn't take off Fury Swipes. So that definitely stuffed us. Maybe don't multi-hit. There we go. So go back to our skills. Put Thrash back on. We unlock the passive once we get our first awakening. Assuming we can get to the point at which we can awaken, which is one more copy of Slacking. Trying to click on it. There we go, we've got 10 blue gems. So what were we doing again? I got distracted. That's fine, changing our skill and progressing. So we'll see how it goes. Ah, the two of them are confused. How dare you attack my guy? But yeah, it just builds up slowly, just to have an attempt. But yeah, this is the quest I always get stuck on, and I'm stuck here for a while. And the reason is, yes, I might get enough stones to evolve a weaker person, let's say this one, only needing 20. But I do not want to waste them on a worse Pokemon, something I'm not going to focus on. So I'll wait until I hit 30. Because the only thing that will take me longer to do is I'll get my diamonds a little later on than if I did it earlier. That's all, because all of the rewards from these are diamonds. 7 minutes left and then we can get that. I think it takes 2 hours a day roughly to get them all. I think so, something like that. Oh, yawn. A few confusions spread around. There we go. So we can still do this one and this one for 15 more, which gives us 90. So we can definitely finish it and get 5,000 more diamonds, as well as the Evo stones, which is what we are waiting for. Now we don't necessarily want to evolve Slacking, and the reasoning behind this is he can't really do much. Like long term, he's not going to be great. Just isn't. There's no way around this. But it's going to be quite a while before I get a really long-term Pokemon on my team. Even just one of them. Another 700. So we're up to 143 so far. Oops. I clicked on the wrong one. The level race does not interest me. Because we're not going to place well at all. It's too easy to out-level people if you spend any money. Especially if you get items like the VIP privilege. I mean, not the VIP privilege, what is it called? Permanent card, I think. So there's 10% bonus EXP there. So if you get the gold card, you get 6,666 diamonds per day, totaling about 115,000 diamonds per month for 7 USD. Which, to be honest, is not horrible, but at the same time, you can earn diamonds over time, depending on how much you play and how you do, and how much luck you can tolerate not having. So we reached 120. So if we go to Slacking, we go to Evolve. This is important. You eventually get to Slacking 1, which is fine. What we are interested in is this part right here. He stops. He has no further evolution. Unlike Rhyperior, who's red, evolves into a red. But that's fine. We know we have to do the quest, so let's evolve him. Yes. And we gain these stats. Nice little bits. It tells us that we don't have enough, and we use these ones. We'll pretty much always have enough because we'll be gated by the advanced ones. Indefinitely. Bam, there's another 2,171 CP. Star Pokemon once, sold. There's another 3,646. So that was a quest for stage 90, stage 100. Then level up friendship. Once again, low level friendship is far easier to level up, so we'll just hit 10. Now hunting coupons. This will only take a minute. We have a few available. There is no reason to not use them, but there's also no reason to use them. So we can just use the generic one. Pick whatever Pokemon it is. And then retreat. because we literally only have to use the coupon. I don't want to waste reach roll level 32, so this one we're 1% away, so just clearing this stage should get us there. This is one that will get us stuck as well. So the primary ones you'll get stuck on are level, stage, star, and I think they're the main ones. We unlocked the gym function, but we only get one attempt at a gym each day. We do not want to attempt it right now. The gyms are far stronger than you would think as to when you unlock them. But we reach 32. We find individual values, the IVs. I like those IVs. Let's roll this one once. Sure. Nice. More physical attack. He's a physical attacker, so nothing wrong with all that stuff. 110. Star up a Pokemon once. Now this is when it gets slow and complicated. I could spend all of my blue gems and get one more star up, which would be good, nice stat increase. Or I could spend a fifth and star up a lesser Pokemon, which is what I'm going to opt for, as I may have a later quest requiring me to star up again and I wouldn't have the necessary items to do so. So I would get stuck. Clear stage 120, 130, 140. Upgrade friendship to 60 times. So we could do Leafeon. We'll just hit everyone at 10. Okay. Now clear stage 150. We cleared the last one. The rewards for each stage aren't randomized, they're fixed for the daily collects. So those things are fine. But we go to town, friends, add. We have one new one we can send to. That's 3. Need 2 more. Getting pretty close on that regard. Now we need to order clear a bunch of stages if we want to progress in the quest regard. Which isn't bad. It's just going to get slower as we get stuck on either not being able to upgrade our Pokemon or not having good enough Pokemon in general. Pretty easy clear. But I think it's because I clicked on a King's Road rather than it being a boss stage. Maybe. And then an easy clear. Now obviously how I'm playing the game right now isn't necessarily practical or optimal for other people, as I've been sitting here for 2 hours and 20 minutes, minus a sandwich. And whether or not you can put that much time into the game at one time, or in one window, is on a personal basis. So it might take you 20 hours to get to this point because you do it 2 or 3 times a day when you get on the game. Here's another hunting coupon. We know this one's easy because it's just a use. We just don't want to waste our Pokeballs. Annoyingly, Pokeballs have no value. And all of these Pokemon are garbage. Raw level 34, so that's a bit of a gap between myself and the next quest. So now it's just about autoing, because that's what, nearly 2 levels, and that's going to take a minute. But yeah, hopefully we can get another red Pokemon, replace one of these oranges we have, as they're not very good, especially Rapidash. Rapidash is horrendous. I hate it so much. But I think I'm mostly disappointed about the evolution tree chains. So not being able to have multiple Pokemon from the same evolution is annoying, because it doesn't get applied equally. So for example, you can't use Vaporeon and Jolteon or Flareon. You can't use any of them together. But there are like 5 different Mewtwo's in the game and you can have them all on your team at once. Which I find to be odd. This part is a little tedious though, because normally you can't do anything but wait. Not the worst thing in the world, there are far worse things, but you also can't do anything about it. Now hopefully with some luck we get a Pokemon I like for free. Obviously if we have to purchase it, that is a little luck based as well, because the purchasable Pokemon we can attain are from the Pokemon shop, and the 4 that appear are random. We only get 1 free refresh, and we already used them as an example for today. So I don't want to waste diamonds ever on this. The 2 best Pokemon by extreme leaps and bounds are New Year Rattata and Shiny Gengar right there. They're exponentially far and away above the rest. But do I want them? Do I want to try something else? Because Shiny Gengar has one extreme problem, and that is he's useless until you evolve him. Which is a problem because evolution is slow and expensive. Bum 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 bum. Some more free diamonds. So we're not up to 10 yet, we're up to 9. So I can't do the 10 spin for our free orange. Or at least orange I should say, but it's pretty much always orange. Like, the best possible Pokemon, I'm talking 10 or 20 times better than everyone else for me right now, is if I did my 10 spin and I pull Slacking. That'll be the best Pokemon by far. I'd rather get that one Pokemon than all of them in there. Than all of the others in there, I should say. Because being able to awaken will be able to progress further faster, as awakening gives very large stat bonuses And all buffs help. But we are getting there. So it looks like the server resets at 5 PM my time. That's when the time resets, that's not when the game resets. Please keep this in mind. I think it resets a few hours before that, the various game functions themselves. But I want to check to see if I can attack the world boss. Maybe it wasn't loaded, or maybe I'm not high enough level, or some other requirement. Well, people have attacked it, so I'll try and get in there. Yep, I can do it now. Now getting a double hit. Better than Thrash of the available ones that I can do. And I think we die here. Yes, we did. So the amount of damage once again is irrelevant. Everyone who attacks, even someone who deals 1 damage, has a chance to receive the lucky reward. It's extremely uncommon, but the more people who participate, the harder it is to get. But we'll get our 3 attacks in, most definitely. Well, Bide and Calm Mind, 3 damage. But yep, that's what we did, and depending on your placement you get rewards. They're very small, unless you place in the top 3. But just by attacking 1 time, we've already given ourselves a chance at 2,000 free diamonds. Now a chance within reason, especially a chance that costs nothing, is worth taking. Now there are events in the game that you have a chance of attaining a good Pokemon, but those events don't cost nothing, they cost hundreds of thousands or millions of diamonds. The world boss doesn't, so why not take the chance? Leveling up is going to be a slow process now though. So when I go to sleep and I wake up, I probably would have leveled up a few times, or accumulated enough XP to level up a few times. Maybe. Just have to wait and see, I guess. Oh, I need to put a Thrash back on. I keep forgetting to switch. Because that's definitely slowing us down and increasing the chance of us failing. And we got frozen. That's an insta-loss right there. Once we got frozen, we knew we couldn't attack. There's no way. Absolutely none. But we're a little over halfway to Ninetales, which is 300. Now with Thrash we'll probably easily clear it. We've got a free Confuse, which gives it reduced damage when attacking us with a base skill. Ah, Bomber Snow was confused as well. Some more free hits in for us. And a bomb snow killed Pidgey. There we go.
I can hear myself breathing as I walk out the door.
5 red gems.
Like a house
Before the auto battle starts, let's check to see if we can get any more friends. No. As we level up, we have a chance to find more people. It's really inconsistent and unreliable when and how many people you can find. Do we want to snag all these? Oh, we can't collect any more, sadly. Now to increase the total amount we can collect each day, we have to increase our VIP level, which means buying diamonds. So that's a hard pass. Leech Seed. Oh, that did some pretty big damage. But we're already up to 158k, which I think is a decent number, because I am very tired at this point. Usually I'm in bed 3 hours ago, which is like 2:30 or so, 3 o'clock, and it's almost 5:30. But I wanted to get this out, start the grind, and I didn't want to be uber late after the server release time, even though I was later than I would have liked. But we're still not having a ton of problems progressing in the stages. They will hit a wall very quickly. It's just taking us a little while to get there. Thrash, boom, 1 confuse. The rest should be pretty smooth. Only 2 people managed to stay alive, both my red Pokemon, who I have continued to level up. 1000 and a 38. That's barely anything. And we challenge. 1 more confused, this time on Kadabra. Defeated by a mini-shelled monstrosity. Crouched into oblivion. But we did make it to 70,000. 50,000 required to start a guild. There's still only 1 guild. And we are going to crush it. Slowly level up the guild. Build up a nice base. Progress forward at a nice pace. Bum 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 ba bum ba dum ba dum. 159. Come on, get 1k more. Nice round numbers. Like, we do have assists, but we need to do the gyms in order to get it. We're not going to get a whole lot stronger throughout the day that we're currently on. So we could attempt a gym. I don't think we can beat it, but that's no reason not to try. I don't know what I clicked on. So 120k, we should be able to beat this one. I would assume so. Thrash. Very nice. One confuse again. As that doesn't account for anyone who dies in one shot. Crunch. Blissey. Ah, 2 confuses and 1 kill. It's a very good start. Garchomp defeats themselves. And the rest should be smooth sailing. Then we have Whale Lord. What do I get? Oh, 3 confuses. Alakazam, Kingdra, and Sceptile. And I think the last one's Haunter. Yes, it is. So it's the last one we have to defeat. 2 kills, no confuses, but Golduck's pretty darn weak. Now, can we kill the boss? Oh yeah, we can. Black Sludge, not bad. We do need held items. Not for the benefits they provide, but rather for the 7-day target event, one of Mew's challenges. We can still do these guys, but we don't want to. We do want to rush this because we're not hitting 270. And it's all medium cards, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's that. They're fine. Elf travel will be huge once we get it, but not yet. Gym, cave expedition we can do. Probably push a few diamonds out of this. Nidoqueen is the next Pokemon. So at least we're not on the purples, which is something. Though I don't really want Nidoqueen. Or any orange Pokemon for that matter, but the clearance rewards are nice. Lickitung. I haven't progressed far enough to unlock Z moves. Nowhere near that point actually. But that's okay. We're doing pretty darn good so far. What do we get? Quick Claw. That increases the speed of us. Very nice. I want to save that. Most definitely. Because Quick Claw, along with a lot of the other ones, give percentage increases. So giving Quick Claw to an already fast Pokemon is a huge benefit and bonus. So 11 people have completed this stage so far. So I've completed 14. Looks like they're completing it as I go. Like obviously we're easily completing it, but that'll stop very quickly. 15. One of the people who cleared the previous one didn't finish this one. Or they stopped like I did, even though they could have continued. But yes, Ninetales will not be an attacker for us, he will just be a support. And that's fine. If we did use him as an attacker, I think he has the attack Ice Punch, which has multiple enemies and has a chance to freeze them, which can be good. Oh man, I'm confused. That was bad luck. Thrash. Oh, that was huge. But that's the end of the stage. So we get our reward, which is Wise Glasses. The next Pokemon is Weezing. So 9 people have finished this. So let's knock a few out. You'll probably only do 1 or 2 stages before they're simply too hard for us. Eight people. Oh, we got 1 confusing there. That's not good. The worst thing that can happen to us is a debuff, a status effect on Slacking. If he gets confused or frozen, I am screwed. Like even sleep would be quite a big hindrance to us. We got 2 confuses, so that's not a problem. $150, so we have 3 attempts, we might as well have a go. 1 confuse on Venusaur, which isn't a bad option actually, just due to the fact he can heal. Blissey heals for SP. So hopefully he kills himself. Nope. Damn. Thrash. Yep, that's a big Thrash. Next. Hitmonchan at 170,000, which is above us. But depending on our confuses, we get 2 in. Crobat is actually really nice early game if you get him as well. Just due to his multi-hit attack. Not as good as Slacking because Slacking has multi-hit plus the confuse. Oh, I need a Thrash ASAP. You're taking way too long to use a Thrash. And he's frozen. That's game. Nothing could be done at that point. He took forever to take a turn. Absolutely forever. So we completed these stages. And we got 5,000. Very nice. We will complete this. Get our diamonds. I wanted to do it before I go offline. So I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But they're just not appearing for us. Like not even a little bit. We didn't use any diamonds and we're not going to use anywhere near 5,000, so consumption isn't important to us. Someone sent me one, so I get 1 friend point, a friend point. But the friend gacha is actually garbage. It has literally nothing in it. If you took out everything other than the orange Pokemon, it would still be garbage based on how slow you get to friend points. Yeah, we can get Nidoqueen and a Croconaw and a Sandslash. But with some luck tomorrow, we get 5 more boxes, because we get this reward for 7 consecutive days, as well as 7,000 diamonds in total. But from these boxes, you can get orange shards, red shards, but you can also get 1 of 2 Pokemon, Shiny Uxie and Mewtwo. We do not want Mewtwo. And we don't really want Uxie, but wouldn't be a bad option. Then we have same thing with the shards, as well as Shiny Mesprit and 10% Zygarde. Zygarde would be awesome. But probably won't even come close to getting them. So we're currently ranked 14th. We started late and we're pushing slow, but that's where we're at. Let's see who... Ah, Soul Rock. I guess that's someone to use. Blastoise, Parisian. There's a Lonely Ninetales. More Lonely Ninetales because it's free, which is why Hydreigon will probably be on a few teams. See, Hydreigon. That's quick laid. Yep, there's another one. This guy already got to red stars on Shiny Uxie. Very nice. People are pushing it pretty hard. For clearance, I'm up to rank 11th. Very nice. 14th in level, so I'm quite a bit ahead of that gentleman. But when it comes to Pokemon, because they're leveled, ranked individually, I'm 31st. 13th in level. Cave Expedition, I'm 15th. But I think everything's gone quite well. We're not going to progress for a long bit. So now we want to use our Quick Combat, which is 200 diamonds. Boop. That almost got us a level up. 700 plus 600. Now we do want to do it twice, costing 600 diamonds a day, which is less than 10% of our earnings. Then we pick up this one. Now we need 67% in order to level up to continue questing. We get this, we get this, 2,000 diamonds, bam. That's what, 1,400 more than we spent on those two. So we could do it again, break even almost. Still with 200 in the positive. But the Taku Guild is currently the only one available. And I'll make one when I wake up in the morning. And we can grind that out and go through that process. But before we do that, let's release some Pokemon. Don't need to, but we can. It's just cleaner. We don't want too many. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for now. There's nothing else I want to do in particular. So we'll see how we do on this stage. Then I'm gonna end the stream and I'm going to bed. It's 17 minutes away from 6 AM and I am knackered. Pretty easy to clear. But I'm up to 166k CP. So I'll probably gain some CP and levels and whatnot while not streaming, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys for popping in and saying hello and all that good stuff. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.